I want to move to snitches because I want to make sure. I love talking about snitches. Oh boy. In this case, how convenient, right? The perfect witness she just happened to open up to. I have my feelings generally about snitches and specifically this case. But what was very unusual, and I don't know that I've ever seen this, a judge questions the defendant about the defense strategy. Let's play the clip number 3, and I want to get your take on it. Let's do that.
Ms. Adelson, if you please can rise so I can swear you in. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give will be the truth? You can lower your hand. Ms. Adelson, concerning these listed state witnesses for this afternoon, Patricia Byrd and Drina Bernhardt, you have discussed with your counsel the cross-examination strategy for these 2 witnesses.
Yes.
I need you to speak up so you can be clearly heard.
Yes.
You also understand how the cross-examination strategy will fit into your theory of defense.
Couldn't hear. Will fit.
You understand how this cross-examination strategy will fit into your theory of defense for the case.
Yes.
And you have consented to this particular strategy.
Yes.
What is that about, Ashley? I've had judges ask my clients about whether they want to testify or not, or it's your right to call witnesses. Your defense lawyer chose not to put on a case. You okay with that? What is this about?
Well, I'd be jumping up and down, Mark. You wouldn't be asking my client questions like that. That would not be something I would be okay with. That's something that the state seems to want because they want to try and preserve a record for appeal. Because one of the number one reasons that people try to appeal when they're convicted is ineffective assistance of counsel. And anytime you do that, you're going to be attacking the strategy. Was it a reasonable strategy? Was your client aware of the strategy? How did that strategy play into the overall strategy? So those are the things that he's trying to ask her to preserve the record. That's not helping Donna Adelson. So, why are the defense attorneys sort of, participating in this other than to please the judge? This is something that the defense would not want, but the state would want to try and preserve their record.
Wouldn't you want a little bit of that, Phil, just to cover your, if this goes down the wrong way, wouldn't you want the judge covering you?
Yeah, so I got this unscientific wild-ass guess that might explain what's going on. I don't have any personal knowledge of this, but the only thing that could explain it would be, look, I think there was a sidebar right before that. If the defense went to the judge and let's say it was ex parte, meaning one-sided, because you're allowed to do that in certain circumstances when you're discussing trial strategy, that may be one of them. You go to the judge and you say, look, judge, we got this strategy that we still don't know what the strategy was, but it's one that may be unusual, and we want you, Judge, Your Honor, to make a record so that we don't get nailed for ineffective assistance of counsel on appeal in the event of a conviction. So we want you, Your Honor, to have our client tell you in court on the record outside the jury's presence that she is okay with whatever this incoherent strategy is that we have is, and that way you've shown that your client acquiesces in it, and it closes that door, and it's some CYA for the defense. And again, this is just a wild theory of mine. I don't know that that's the case, but I think it fits the facts because, as Ashley said, the defense normally wouldn't want the judge talking to their client like that.
Right. I don't love judges talking to my clients unless they have to. All right, Patricia Byrd. That's the snitch's name. Excuse me. Jailhouse informant. It's like calling a beggar a roadside entrepreneur. Let's clean her up. Anyway, I shouldn't be skeptical. Maybe Donna, in the 6 to 7 months that she was sharing a cell with this woman, somehow confessed and became the star witness, like the DNA of the state's case. Let's play SOT number 4. Apparently, this snitch says that Donna spilled the beans to her.
Once you and Donna Adelson became close friends, did she ever talk to you about her pending case, this case?
She did.
When y'all would have those conversations, did you ever outright ask her whether she did what she's accused of?
I did.
And what did she say to that?
She said she did. It was to keep her grandkids, but it wasn't supposed to go that far.
Okay. So she said she did do it, and she did it to keep her grandkids.
Yes.
But she didn't expect it to go this far.
Yes.
Did Donna Adelson ever ask if you were ever in custody with a woman named Catherine McDanois?
Yes, she did.
And were you ever in custody with Catherine McBanois?
Yes.
Once Donna Adelson knew that, what did Donna Adelson want you to do?
She wanted me to say that Ms. Beaumont told me when we killed him, I knew my boyfriend's parents had money.
Okay, so basically, she and some other people did this crime, and they did it because her boyfriend's parents had money.
Yes.
Wow. Wow, guys. I mean, either incredible, because it's a wonderful witness for the state, or not credible, a load of manure. Phil?
Yeah. So obviously, she comes with her own baggage. The defense is going to point out, hopefully, that she's got some skin in the game. She's doing this for some hope of benefit. If she's a convicted felon, you can introduce all that, and the judge can say, "Look, you're entitled to completely disbelieve a felon." All of those things are true, and we those of us who've tried these cases, we know that this is what you sort of standardly would do when you're confronting this kind of witness. But here's the thing. The prosecutor can say, look, we don't get all of our witnesses, from the local convent or the church down the street. We don't have nuns and priests and rabbis who are upstanding pillars of the community. They're not the ones who are in jail with these defendants, and that's just the way it is. And so you have to take their testimony as a whole. And when you look at it as a whole, does she look credible? Does she sound credible? Is she saying things that are just really wild and not otherwise worthy of belief? But when she said she didn't think it would get this far, or words to that effect, to me, that actually is what I kind of think happened. I think Donna was involved in it. She was in it up to her eyeballs. I think she was part of the planning. And maybe the conspiracy just took on a life of its own, and it went further than she had originally wanted it to go. And to me, that testimony rings true, despite the fact that this is a jailhouse snitch.
So Phil is buying it, Ashley. I mean, look. To her point, she's saying, I was her jailhouse daughter. She was my jailhouse mother. Oh, and I'm not doing it for any benefit to me. I'm doing it because I want justice for the Markel family.
Yeah, right. This is a lady who would probably sell her own mother out for a ham sandwich or a honey bun at jail. I mean, come on. And, if you're the defense, you need to expose this. The state's evidence is so weak that they have to bring you liars, convicted felons to try to establish their case. That's how bad their evidence is. I would throw it right back in their face. That is how weak it is. They have to bring you liars to try to prove the truth.
But Ashley and Phil, there was a script apparently. What is this script about? Let's look at clip number 6 and we'll talk about the script.
Just know that it was brought to her attention.
Brought to her attention that you knew McBanois.
Yeah.
Okay. And at some point, did the defendant try to recruit you to become a witness for her in this case?
Yes, correct.
At some point, did she prepare a script for you of exactly what she wanted you to testify to?
She did.
I'm going to approach. This says that Kay told you that she told Charlie on the night of the murder that some friends of hers went to Tallahassee and killed him. Did Kay ever tell you that?
No, ma'am.
I would think that that's insane, except for clip number 7, where apparently, well, watch it and let's talk about it.
What conclusion did you reach in reference to the question, did Donna Adelson write the script contained in State's Exhibit 62?
I identified the known writing purportedly written by Donna Adelson as to be the writer of the question handwriting.
And is that the highest level of conclusion that you reach in your reporting?
Identification is the highest level, yes, ma'am.
So we just saw Drina Bernhardt before her. That was the second snitch, not to be confused with the first snitch, but the second snitch is saying, listen, she came to me. She wanted me to lie for her. And you would think that that is absolute horse crap, except for the fact that someone came in there and said that the handwriting was Donna's. Come on, Phil.
Yeah.
Hold on. Before you give me law enforcement, I want you to put on your defense attorney hat for once, please. Tell me that there's value to the defense.
Well, all right, let's talk about the defense, because late in the day, towards the close of the proceedings on yesterday, the defense played a rather long security or surveillance video inside the jail that corroborated what that witness said about the script. It literally showed her and Donna Adelson sitting at a table, passing these documents around as if they're just working together to create some document. Because look, that thing has all kinds of details in it. How would she get all these details unless she had been talking to Donna about this thing? So I know you wanted me to be a defense advocate, but look, I have an issue with the defense essentially corroborating that witness's testimony through the defense's case in chief by literally showing the surveillance video that showed them sitting together at a table working out something that looked a lot like the document that we see here in this video.
Ashley, what do you say in response?
I'm jumping at the bit. Handwriting expert, come on. Soft science, are you kidding me? Have you ever seen someone be able to get a degree in handwriting? Is that such a thing? These people, it's not expertise. It's handwriting analysis. This is junk science. My 15-year-old can forge my name and write a slip that looks just like it. And my handwriting is nothing like her handwriting. This is junk science. It needed to be attacked as junk science. Come on.